Hey there, super friends, Jonathan Levy, and stick around because in this video, I'm going to share one of the most powerful and simple productivity hacks I've ever discovered. In a previous video, we discussed the Eisenhower decision matrix, the framework that helps us focus in on those big, important strategic things that are going to move us forward towards our goals instead of those little obnoxious and reactive things that just distract us. But it's one thing to know that we should focus on the big things that are going to move us forward. It's another thing to actually do it. After all, we all know the feeling of getting into the office on a Monday morning with all kinds of big goals and objectives, only to spend the entire week bogged down, putting out fires and reacting to things that come up. Some of you may have heard of the metaphor of the cup, the rocks, and the sand, but in case you haven't, it's really worth repeating. See, I want you to imagine that you have a cup, some large rocks, some pebbles, and some sand. You want to fit all of that into the cup, so what do? Well, if the first thing you do is put in the sand, then the pebbles, and then the rocks, well, there's no way that you're ever going to fit everything in. But if you first put in the rocks, and then the small pebbles, and then the sand, you will be able to fit it all in, because the sand will fill in all those little gaps, right? The same is true of productivity. If you try to first check off all those little obnoxious things that come up in your day, your cup will fill up and you'll never actually get around to those big things. That's why this next productivity hack is going to be so helpful and why it has really transformed my life ever since I started using it. In principle, it's the simplest thing in the world. Here's what I want you to do. Every week, for the first 10 minutes of your work week, I want you to pull out a notebook. Yes, an actual paper notebook, or a reusable one like the Everlast Rocketbook if you want to be eco-friendly. Then I want you to pull up your calendar for the week and any long-term or strategic goals or plans that you have written out. This may be your 6-month list of goals, your company's quarterly strategic plan, or anything else. The point is to not only get the short-term view of your calendar for the week, but also to get a broader, bigger picture view of what you're trying to achieve over the next few months or even years. Then, very simply, I want you to write out your 5 or 10 biggest priorities or outcomes for the work week ahead. These can be personal or professional objectives, such as helping your children submit their big book report, closing a big deal with a specific client, or finishing a project that you've been working on. I need not remind you that these outcomes should be SMART, specific, measurable, actionable, reasonable, and time-based. Rather than putting improve sales, put a specific number of sales you want to close during the week. Rather than listing out read industry journals, state exactly how many or exactly which ones. Simply by focusing your attention first thing onto your big priorities and objectives, you are conditioning yourself to look at the rocks and not get distracted by the pebbles or the sand. In fact, if you want to really get the most out of this technique, I suggest actually blocking off time in your calendar for each one of the big objectives or outcomes during the week based on how much time you think you need. Here, Parkinson's law can also be helpful, and you can set condensed timelines to help get it done faster. Whether or not you choose to block off time in your calendar, I want you to carry this notebook or piece of paper around with you alongside your laptop or briefcase all week. As you open up your computer every morning, I want you to open up the notebook and put it alongside your computer. Doing so is going to make it much harder for you to justify reactively focusing on the sand and getting caught up in things like emails, phone calls, or random fires that come up at work. Every time you complete one of your big objectives, give yourself a reward by crossing it out on your notebook. It is so much more satisfying and rewarding than clicking a checkbox on your computer. The end result of this strategy is that you'll be able to spend a much greater proportion of your time in Eisenhower Quadrant 2, which, as we already know, is going to move you towards your goals much faster. Best of all, you'll find that because of Parkinson's law, the pebbles and sand squeeze to fit in between the cracks of your big and important tasks if they really need to. And if they don't, then that's okay. You've just avoided becoming distracted by stuff that isn't really that important. I want you to try this awesome and simple technique out this week and let me know how it goes. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe and comment below so you don't miss any of our additional videos. Also, I want to invite you, if you want to continue learning with me on various different topics, from productivity to accelerated learning to health and much, much more, I want to invite you to check out a completely free trial of our Superhuman Squat All Access Pass, where you can unlock almost $2,000 worth of our premium courses for $0. Hit the link below and don't miss out on that free trial.